Well, now we have one of the real stars of the Illinois Senate, and that's Debbie Halverson. But, of course, you're a short-termer here. You're running for Congress up in the 11th Congressional District. What are you hoping to take from this game to D.C.? What can you teach the folks in the Beltway about the way things happen here on the Diamond?
Well, we're going to show them how we can win. You know, people say that the Senate is a little slower and we like our naps, but not when it comes to baseball. We're going to just blow them out of the park.
Well, one of your former colleagues, Bobby Milaro, the Mark Burley of the House staff, said that his game plan is it's okay to let you get hits because you're so old you'll never get to first base. Do you have any words of wisdom for your colleague, Bobby Milaro?
I will tell you, every one of us senators know how to get to first base.
There you have it. The Senate's on their way to first and many bases thereafter. Well, there's a lot of people who come to watch the softball games who are legislators and lobbyists and fans, and we have one of those folks. I don't know that I've ever seen you suit up, Lou Lang, representative of Chicago and Northland to Skokie, but why do you come to this game if you're not going to get in and throw the ball around?
Actually, I did play for many years, and I thought we'd let some of the other guys play. I hurt myself a couple of years ago, so now I don't play. People come because this is part of the culture now of what we do in Springfield. Near the end of session, in May, people come here to watch the game, and they'll heckle each other, and they'll yell foul things at each other, and sometimes after the game, someone will remember who won.
Well, and when it comes to that, there's probably nobody who is a more notorious heckler on the House floor than you. Have you been saving up any good barbs for tonight, some any really magical things that you're going to sling out there?
Well, I don't know how magical I am, but I did yell earlier that this game might be called on account of boredom.
Well, there you have it. The one voice, the critic's voice. Of course, I think there's a lot of other folks out here who are more interested, who will be very excited about the game. Although, as he mentioned, the only people who will remember the outcome will certainly be the winners.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crackers. I don't care if I never come back in. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game.
All right, we've got Ricky Hollywood Hendon, the senator, coach, emotional leader. If that term ever applied to anybody, it applies to this man. And for the first time in recent memory, the Senate has a lead on the House, and they don't look to be looking back.
I think we're going to get him. Yeah! I think we're going to get him.
Now, you're also the new chairman of the Rules Committee, and you promised a new day and a new way. Are you going to make the same promise as the coach here today, that there's a new day, a new way?
Absolutely. New day. My prediction, Senate 118, House 2.
You heard it now, 118-2, and he's off to coach. Here with Dan Katowski, the new blood of the Senate, and guy who just hit the first RBI of the game for the Senate, and first time the Senate's had a lead in a softball game in maybe a decade. How does it feel?
Feels great. Now we got to win.
And you're very much into the game. I saw you looking over. It's kind of hard to get you over here and focus. You're so focused on winning the game. Is that the new attitude for the Senate now?
Same focus I have on the budget this year. Get it done.
Get it done. And you have the same hopes for progress on the game and the budget?
Every day.
Every day.
Hope springs eternal in Springfield.
And with Dan Katowski, hope always springs eternal. Thanks so much, Dan. We're here with Jack Franks, a representative from McHenry County, and you're sort of famous for being a contrarian. You're the guy who points his own course, no matter what's going on around you. Do you think that's a fair description of you?
Well, in some cases, sure. I'm just a nice guy, just try to get along with everybody. I might be misunderstood, Matt.
And in terms of being misunderstood, what's the misunderstanding right now between the House and the Senate? They're up a few runs here.
Well, you know what it is? It's a conspiracy, because I see now why the Senate didn't pass my recall bill. Because if they would have, I would have had Milaro recalled off the pitcher's mound, and we wouldn't be down 4-0.
So it's all about policy and softball coming together.
You understand what really motivates the Senate now.
Well, now we have it. We have the secret to the softball success. It's Senate recall.
Strike 3.
Come on, Bobby. Right here, Bob. There it is. There it is.
Here with Art Turner, leader from the west side of Chicago, I believe.
Absolutely.
And you're the coach of this house squad.
That's right.
It's a little bit tougher than in years past. They seem to be giving you a little bit of a run here tonight.
Well, it's an early start. You know, it's only the third inning. We'll be fine.
All right.
In the spirit of my good friend Bill Anderson, we're not going to give up here today.
Well, and you mentioned Bill Anderson, one of the lobbyists and friends to all of us in the Springfield Capital community. He passed here recently. Are you dedicating your game here tonight to him?
His game is for Bill. We're going to do all we can. We know that Bill gave 100%, and you'll see it here. When it's all said and done, by the bottom of the seventh, House will be victorious again.
Well, you know, that's what it comes down to in this game and in life is you give it 100% every day you can, just like Bill Anderson. Well, we're here with John Bradley, the pride of the Southland, what some people consider another state here in the state of Illinois. And, you know, you were one time called a wallflower by somebody, I don't remember exactly who.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. and yet, let me show your hand here. You're playing with an injury here. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, I was playing basketball last week, and I dislocated my finger and about every knuckle. So, actually, I hope my wife and my doctor aren't watching this because I shouldn't be out here.
But yet you're putting the pain aside, you're putting the damage to your personal self aside, risking life and doctor all to play in this game. Why?
Hey, the house's pride is on the line.
And when the house's pride is on the line, you're right there to be counted.
We got to be there.
Well, there you have it. When pride is on the line, John Bradley can be counted on.